Hey, have you ever wondered what it would be like if Superman had a Green Lantern power ring? Ooh. Well, that actually kind of happened in a way, but not. I'll tell you about it in a second. Let's be real with D-Red. Hello, and welcome to yet another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. This is Saturday, mate. Saturday, the end of the week. So it's time for a Saturday story. Okay. I got a confession to make. I ain't talking about Superman, but I'm talking about somebody who is almost as super as Superman. And I'm going to get to it in a second. I like to build things up. But before I get into it, let's hit the particulars up. Comment, like, and subscribe to the Be Real with D-Real page so that you can get alerts when new material is up and to help me make my algorithm get right so I can get more people digging into this wonderful food that I'm providing. In other words, if you're digging what I'm shoveling, put some dirt in a brother's bucket. That is how we grow. Okay. Once upon a time, DC Comics had a character by the name of Sodam Yat. Sodam Yat made his first appearance in Tales of the Green Lantern Corps Annual #2 in 1986 by Kevin O'Neill and the legendary Alan Moore. Exactly. Sodam Yat is a prophesized member of the Green Lantern Corps, and he is said to be that one, that cat, that Green Lantern who's going to make things happen and also is prophesied in the future to kill Superman. Okay, how is Sodam Yat accomplishing this feat? Well, Sodam Yat is a Daxamite. And Daxamites are a sister race of Kryptonians, and they are just as durable, just as strong, just as powerful as Kryptonians. Except instead of having a weakness to kryptonite, they have a weakness to lead. More on that in a second. As a young boy on Daxam, Sodam didn't know that his people were xenophobic, okay? And he befriended an alien whose ship crashed on Daxam. He didn't tell anybody he had this friend, but unbeknownst to him, the Daxamites found this alien and killed him. Not only did they kill him, they had this cat stuffed and put in their museum, and then they brainwashed Sodam to forget the entire experience and then reprogrammed him and made him think all aliens are vicious, evil killers. Then one day on a trip to the museum, he saw his alien friends stuffed and on display and attacking a Daxamite. In opposed to attack a Daxamite, this brought his memory back, and he decided that he hated his people, and he went and got that alien ship with the intent to leave the planet Daxam and never come back again, when all of a sudden along comes a Green Lantern power ring. So basically what ends up happening is you're giving the power of Superman to a Green Lantern, or giving the power of Green Lantern to Superman, depending on how you look at it. For the most part, Sodam doesn't even want to use the powers of a Green Lantern because he feels like as a warrior, that's an unworthy thing to do. So he's surviving and kicking butt on super strength and minimal Green Lantern stuff, minimal Green Lantern powers. How tough is Sodam Yat? Well, if you know anything about Superboy Prime, who eventually wipes out the Green Lantern Corps and beats the crap out of two or three different Supermen, it is a feat for Sodam Yat to take on Superboy Prime and even survive. Okay? Now, in a pitched battle with Superboy Prime, he's giving it to Superboy Prime just as good as he's getting it. It's a nice battle. Now, they end up fighting all over New York City and end up in a lead factory. Womp, womp, womp. Okay, so now Sodam Yat's weak. Superboy Prime sees this and begins to spear him with lead chunks of lead. Wow. Okay. Can you imagine somebody spearing Superman with kryptonite? But he's beaten unconscious, but manages to survive. When he wakes up, he's told, you have lead poisoning and it's lethal. And the only thing keeping you alive, your power ring. Sodam Yat goes on eventually to have the honor of Ion bestowed upon him. Without giving you too much of a long-winded explanation, Ion is a benevolent being who is the embodiment of the Green Lantern Corps and often inhabits the body of a specific Green Lantern, and that Green Lantern is called Ion. So far, the only Ions I know of is this guy right here, Sodam Yat, and Kyle Rayner. Eventually, Sodam Yat ends up living on into the 31st century. Sodam Yat is still alive in the 31st century. That's pretty darn impressive. And eventually, Sodam Yat meets up with the Legion of Superheroes. He helps the Legion of Superheroes fight a couple of battles, and that kind of sparks him because he's despondent and he was living on a burnt out Oa and wasn't doing anything. But then the Legion came across him. As a matter of fact, a fellow Daxamite, Monel, comes across him, and they convince him to get back into things. Handle your business, man. You Daxamite. This is what we do. And eventually, he drains the little bit of the power that's left in the Oa power battery, throws on some rings, and goes out there and handles his business. This inspires him to, all right, I think I want to get back into the game. So I'm gonna send these power rings out into the universe so that we can start up a new Green Lantern Corps in the 31st century. In a nutshell, y'all, that's Sodam Yat. I know I've jumped over a couple of things and I paraphrased in some areas, but that is the gist of who Sodam Yat is. Matter of fact, Sodam Yat is popular enough to have an action figure. Okay, so there you go. That's Sodam Yat. What do y'all think about Sodam Yat? Drop it in the comments. And as always, comment, like, subscribe to the Be Real with D Real page. And I will be back with another one of them other ones. And until I am, woo, y'all be good. Be good to each other.